block, but we see police activity going on. What's going on? It's a little strange. So we see the police right there. We're gonna see what's going on. I wonder what is going on. Suppose the office is open until 7, so hopefully we'll arrive, you know, and we could have a word. We're gonna see what's up. Yeah, at his office any moment now. I think that. Oh, what's up, 12 Dales? Yeah. Headed to Zohran's office right now. I've been busy moving for the past 3 days. I've been putting all my stuff in storage, so every day's been like packing or moving stuff. That's like been up all day, all night. But I put off moving to the last moment, hoping I would get into somewhere. No. All right, interesting. Let me just keep watching to make sure that nothing shenanigans go down. Just so you know, a Democratic Socialist and you not on the scene, that's crazy. You know, actually, when I was first getting into the political thing, I actually ran with socialists, not because I really knew or understood the theory, but I just saw them going on doing stuff, and I just said, you know what, if they're going on doing stuff, that's what I want to do. All right, let's see where we are. I'm going to check my map. Hold up. Okay, it's on the next block. People said it might get grimy. A lot of people think because I'm Korean that I'm soft and shit. Okay.
That's crazy. I'm really at the level of where you would hit a fastball.
There's a lot at stake. There was dudes waving bats around. It is what it is. I don't know if you just heard them talking about hitting the fastball. The email that I was going to this protest for Zohran is actually out to all the, went out to all the electeds, all the candidates in the 2025 race. You guys seen my, my town halls and stuff. We should be at Zohran's any moment now, yeah? It should be at the end of this block, so it looks strange. I mean, I did look it up. According to his Google Maps, this is where it is. Maybe they moved the location. I don't know. We're going to see what's up. Is it at his house? Sometimes beginning candidates will actually end up putting a campaign office. I don't really see anything resident. Let's see what's up over here. I got some people that said that it was coming out. He was at Nan on Sunday, Saturday. Yeah, I know. I was, like I said, I was busy moving all my stuff into storage, right? The blackballing that they're doing to me, Al Sharpton could address the issues that I have with the Asian American curriculum or what's going on Asian American activism. Andrew Yang doesn't have to have any Asian American staff, and that's okay, right? A lot of these plush-ass socialists, they want to cry for unions in Amazon and Starbucks, but they don't give a damn if the Chinese restaurants are unionized or about those workers. So much fucking hypocrisy. Anyways, yeah. Okay, well, give me a second. Let me check where we at. All right, I went too far. We're turning back. Those guys with the bats, I think it's where they're probably waiting for me to show up. Okay. I've been through a war, man. The Koreans are on the same timeline for justice as Palestine, so, but they don't care. By the way, do you see any Palestinian Americans working outside of the socialist framework and, you know, and the commie framework? Do you see any of them working with people in public housing, people in I haven't. Maybe I'm wrong, right? But in all my journeys through the shelter system, through helping the wrongfully incarcerated, helping people with disabilities, I haven't seen any Palestinians at all. They will die. Okay, it should be on this block right here. I think it said to turn right. Gonna be in front of his office in a hot second. It's supposed to be right here. 24th Avenue, 23rd Street. If you guys want to check on the office, let me check the location one more time. The number you gave me for a room. I have to tell you the truth. I didn't have. I didn't get. Did I get to that one? Oh shit! I'm here. Zohran Mamdani. He's supposed to be open at 7 p.m. till 7. But I guess they're not. Let's see if there's a way that we could get upstairs. Probably this side door. It looks like they're closed. They're probably out somewhere. Right? Stop to store a power plant. That's what they want to do. Okay. Let's see if you run the Communist Party. There's a lot of ties between this group called Answer Coalition, PSL, and DSA. They do a lot together. We're right there. I got some people that supposedly would show up. Zohran, we could have a conversation, man. Hey, y'all voting for Zohran? Don't do that, yeah? Zohran's no good, yeah? He's not helping actual poor people. I'm not saying everything he does is bad, but he's not helping the wrongfully incarcerated. For years, I've been emailing him. He helped once. The gatekeepers control Zohran. I'm dead serious. You gotta believe me. We right here by his office, man. You know what I mean? I got some people supposed to show up. I was hoping I would get here in time to talk to Zohran, get some answers from him personally. Can anybody call the number right there? There is a number, 718-545-3889. We got the 8036 at nysassembly.gov. I have another email for Zohran that's on that's on the New York State Assembly website. Yeah, his name is actually included in it, but okay. Still here. Yo, what's up? I'm just telling you, look, I know a lot of people like Zohran. I'm not saying he's all bad, but there's a lot of questionable things going on. I work with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. I've been emailing Zohran for years. He's never helped us.
Who's Zohran?
Oh, he's right here. He's running for mayor of New York City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm protesting today. Yeah?
Oh, you're protesting.
The thing is that Zohran, he says a lot of things that would appeal to a lot of people. I mean, I've even worked with him to an extent. He helped actually someone named Salamander Brandy, who was co-chair of the Queens of DSA Memphis, Tennessee. But the thing is that after that, he blackballed me. And there's a lot of other people that he's not helping, such as the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York City history, Otis Johnson, other things like that. And he will be the first AAPI mayor, Asian American mayor, and he's missing some really key factors as in terms of addressing our issues. Like supposedly he's a Palestine supporter, but that the word Palestine is completely erased from the Asian American curriculum, and he doesn't have any. It's like they say that they're helping you, right? But behind the scenes, there's not a lot going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More style of substance. So thanks a lot for listening, brother.
Yeah. You sound like you know a lot about this stuff.
I do. I've been for 25 years. I have meetings with tenant association presidents. I've had U.S. presidential debates. I'm the only third-party independent candidate debates and forums here in New York City for the 2021 election cycle. But the thing is that the party leadership and the media, Jimmy Dore, Breaking Points, all the stuff that, Savvy Sabs, all the due dissidents, all the ones that you see online, they all work together with party leadership to maintain the narrative. You don't see any actual grassroots activists that are actually helping people in real life, passing legislation, stuff like that, unless they're celebrities or unless they're, already elected, or or they have a big following, like they're a candidate. But actual grassroots activists, we get nothing.
What if you run?
Okay, here's the thing. Actually, just so you know, I've actually been in office before. And the thing is that a lot of my work was undone after I left. For example, I was running for president at Hunter College. For the student body. Mm-hmm. There was something called, I also do a lot of disabilities, right? You see these, okay, they're not here, but there's something called accessible pedestrian signals.
Yeah.
That's for people who are blind or deaf. They push a button, but you'll see the sign is a flat panel. There's no raised lettering, there's no braille. How are blind people supposed to communicate or understand what's going on with this APS device? Right. You'll also see the video. We went to 42nd Street in Manhattan, and there's no APS device at Port Authority. Probably the most,
most foot traffic.
Yeah,
in the city.
In the world, maybe. It's one of the 42nd Street, Port Authority with transportation hub, not being taken care of. So the thing is, actually, and I think they're making $30,000 to install per installation. So while they say they're helping us, they're just taking a lot of money for themselves. So back to the point of what I was saying. So the thing is that, to protect the disability people, I said, let's have a referendum, a very powerful election tool to say, you know what, let's return the student mandatory activity fee to the students. They mounted up with a lot of stuff to try to stop that, which they did successfully. After I left 2 years later, they used the referendum to destroy the disabilities access room. They would never have thought, they don't care about this stuff, but they copied me and weaponized it. So some of the things, like actually we have a cheaper bookstore at University of Buffalo called Greeks and Sneaks that exists to this day, still saving students money, but you get elected, a lot of the work can be undone. I did run for one thing. I ran for county committee. County committee determines the ballot machines and also determines the judges. These elected officials, look, I think Zohran actually has some quality points, but what happened with Zohran is he's one elected official amongst 50 different, state assemblies even more, right? But there's probably hundreds of state assembly members, right? The city council, there's about 50 or more. Mm-hmm. So the thing is that when they first get in, they can't get a lot done, and they're actually really a lot of times controlled by party leadership. Oh, you want to get your bill passed? Oh, you want to make these connections? Mm-hmm. Well, you get better play ball or nothing. So county committee determines the judges, and they make a lot of longer term stuff that goes on. So, but the party leadership wants to keep that quiet so they can maintain control. All right. Here's another interesting thing, right? Yeah. When they support the judges, there's a lot of people that are old and they're all alone. And then they die.
Up there, right there.
Do you see the sign right here? When you turn the corner, you're going to see the sign.
I thought it was down by the cops.
I did too. I thought I guess they're watching this way, yeah? I'm sorry, yeah? Yeah, wherever you want. It's right here. The sign's right here, yeah? This is Tom's Mitch. He ran for Congress right here. We actually took God bless, yeah? We took the longest wrongfully incarcerated men in New York State history to Kamala Harris's office. Thank you so much, bud. Thank you. Nice to meet you, yeah? All right, God bless.
See more that you do.
Hey, you know what? Really, to tell you the truth, no two people can share all positions or priorities. You need to empower yourself, and just like pro sports, let's imagine that both of us are boxers, right? Yeah? And I'm or in the Tour de France, I'm using performance-enhancing drugs. You're a celebrity too. You can't stop it because people don't give a shit. We cannot clean up this system with just these celebrities. It's unfair to them too. Unless we as a community say we're not going to buy the tickets for the screwed up game, we can't clean it up. It's unfair to expect him to clean it up either. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think there's deeper roots spiritually.
All right.
And I think that's the real issue. People have lost the sense of their spirituality with connection with
That's
God.
definitely part of it. Yeah, they think they know better.
Yeah.
The school and stuff got to their head.
It's a type of pride.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Yeah.
God bless. Thanks for talking. Have a good one. Hey, what's up? Just here to talk about Zohran. I'm sorry, but Zohran's no good. I actually took the longest one. I know he says a lot of things that are popular. The longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history has been ignored by Zohran for years. But my man Tom's Mitch came through for him. That's right. Yo, Zohran's no good. I'm telling you right now. Yo, folks, we got superstar on the scene. This is my man Tom's Mitch right here. Really appreciate him. Yo, you see this is Zohran? We're here to protest Zohran right here. I'm not saying that he's all bad, but he actually letting down a lot of people.
Protest where?
This is Zohran's office. We're protesting Zohran. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's actually letting down the wrongfully incarcerated. He says a lot of good things, and I think he's a good person at heart, but he focused too much on the celebrities, and he don't actually help actual poor people.
I'll look into that. Thank you.
God bless. Thank you. My name's djelf7. Have a good one. What's up? You know what? There's a lot of people trying to control what's going on. But Irene Estrada said she was coming.
This is his assembly office. He's not allowed to campaign out of this.
Well, look, I just wanted to protest at his office to get something done. You know, I mean, I spent the last 3 days.
Go read his shirt.
Good to see you. Yeah, something about socialism, right? Yeah. What is defeat socialism?
So only you can prevent socialism. Smoking the bad.
You got an extra cigarette? You're the man, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Thank you. Yeah. So, folks, look, I know. Look, when I first got into activism, right? Yeah, I was with the socialists because I just saw them doing a lot of stuff on the street. I didn't really know about the ideology or whatever. But coming to get, you know, after working with it, I'm gonna tell you, like, I generally do not condemn ideologies, but socialism and communism, I'm telling you right now from personal experience, it really is a lot of, they try to use our pain to gain power, but they're not about helping us, for real. Dead serious, yeah? It's basically a science of exploiting people's pain to accrue power for yourself. No doubt. They have a, they will completely exploit the poor's frustrations. Word up, yeah? All right, here we are, yeah? Yo, Zohran's not everything you think. I'm just letting you know, yeah? We're here protesting Zohran right here. We letting America know. They think New York, they think Zohran in New York represents something. They're not necessarily right about that. Check it out, guys. Zohran's not everything you think he is, yeah? He speaks a good line, but look up the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history, Otis Johnson. You can't fix overseas until you fix home. What's up, bro? I'm telling you, right? Why do black people not vote for Zohran? Are they stupid? No, I'm telling you right now that they see that the actual poor people are not served by this DSA BS. That's serious. If you're a socialist, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I get it. It's very attractive. They say a lot of, things that sound good. But you have to look at what they do, not what they say. Irene Estrada should be on the way. We're going to see. Either way, right? Yeah. Look, I really couldn't do a lot of publicizing on this because honestly, I've been putting my stuff into. I've spent the last 3 days putting my stuff into the storage unit because of these people blackballing for years. Now I'm on the streets now. While they put up their, while Zohran goes and runs around the Sex and the City lady, ignoring actual war victims like myself, ignoring actual poor people like myself, ignoring actual activists like myself, and ignoring the longest wrongfully incarcerated men in New York State history. You know what I mean? Like, dead serious. Yo, watch my video on my channel. This guy, Tom Zamich, is in it. When it was time to help the wrongfully incarcerated, he came out. Dead serious, yeah? I appreciate it.
Man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I told you I'd be here.
That's right.
I can't make it, I'll tell you. But
I appreciate it,
I tell
yeah.
you I'm going to be there, I will be.
Appreciate it. Zohran's not all he's cracked up to be, man. Just letting you know, all right? We're not the bad guys. I know they put a label on us and that people think they know what we are, but it's not a monolith. Supposedly the office is open till 7. You could check the Google Maps. It says they open till 7.
Trojan horse right in front of that building.
Oh, the Trojan horse right there, yeah? Zohran's not all he's cracked up to be, bro. I'm telling you right now. Yeah? Dead serious. Sometimes, I'm not saying he's all bad, but there's a lot of, look, he's young, right? He's a young, what's he, 30-something?
32.
He's kind of young, so.
Back by the give him the money.
I wouldn't doubt it, but we got to see what's up. Actually, to tell you the truth, Even though technically they're both Asian Americans, the Chinese and the Muslims have not really worked together that much.
No, he's Uganda. He's Uganda citizen.
So,
That's what he is. He's
at first,
from Uganda. He
yeah.
came here 15 years ago from Uganda. Okay? And he wants to come here to New York City and bring his Ugandanness and whatever else, his socialism and whatever else over here to our city. It's bad enough what's going on here. Now he wants to make it worse.
Folks, look at Biden, who was asleep, and now we're finding out his auto pen like deficiencies and stuff. Yeah.
He had nothing to do with it.
Look at Kamala Harris. They specifically choose bad candidates. So what makes you think Zohran's a good candidate all of a sudden, right? You think they broke the cycle? No, right? He looks good on the surface, but underneath, the Democrats have a really good track record of choosing horrible candidates. The worst candidates, right? Can you think of a worse candidate than Kamala Harris? Oh, blah, 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 fake laughter and all that crap. No.
Even with the fake laughter, that's right.
Yeah. Yo, folks, we're here to tell you the truth. We're here.
Shut the fuck up.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you. That's diversity inclusion right there, yeah?
First Amendment right.
That's right.
Baby.
That's right. Thanks a lot, man.
That away from you.
Who cares about the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history? Not you. You know better when you're partying with Sex and the City lady, Hollywood celebrities. Stop with that Puff Daddy shit.
You got a First Amendment to say that.
America should be about freedom. Look, we're on your side, folks, yeah? Believe it or not. I'm not saying the Republican Party is perfect, but when you compare the body of work of Republicans versus Democrats, Republicans are better. It's just the truth. Folks, my man here loves about the Constitution. The Constitution.
They're going to take this away from you.
That's right.
Okay? That's why I brought it.
Yo, Tom always bring the Constitution with him, yeah? We're not about crazy protests hitting people, and that's on both sides. We're not trying to destroy property.
We're not doing anything.
Not everything is as it seems. I know you might think Zohran's cool. Look up Otis Johnson, the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. Why isn't he helping? I have emails that go back 2 years. I've been blackballed by Zohran. What's Zohran doing for people in public housing? That's why the black people not supporting. I'm dead serious. Zohran's not all he's cracked it to be, folks. I just want to let the United States know that that's right, sir. Thank you so much, yeah? That's right. I got a supporter right here, folks, yeah? People in the neighborhood know.
Take all your rights away. You let them do this. You don't have rights now, wait.
They say they're on your side. Who's he helping? Can you name somebody? Or can you name only his Sex and the City and his celebrity Holly weirdo and now his endorsements from Democrat Party leadership? God bless my brother. Thank you. Folks, I'll be real with you. You need to take the power back into your own hands. No two people, not even me can and you, that's right. Support America, sir. Yeah? Don't vote for Zohran. Yeah. Zohran, we could be having conversation right now, Zohran. I emailed every single elected official in New York. They know I'm coming. You saw the cops down the street.
With that shirt. You put a shirt, you need to be out here.
I'm so tired. I work all fucking day.
Instead of actually, right, yeah, having a conversation with us, Zohran, yo, Tom, what do you think about this, right? Yeah, we back the blue, but instead of having conversation with us, Zohran decided to call the cops on us. You saw the cops down the street, right?
They were out over there.
Yeah.
They didn't bother me.
Yo, like,
They saw me over here.
he says defund the police, but that's how these liberals
All your
are.
rights be taken away from you.
They be calling the police. Dead serious.
Okay?
They say one thing, do another. Dead serious all the time. You see the cops right around the corner. They got the sirens going. They got the flashers on. Hey, you're a Latina lady, right?
They said they're coming.
A lot of countries in Asia and Latin America have been taken over by socialists. Was that your country,
She knows
maybe?
all about it.
Yes, it is.
A lot of times these socialists don't like to actually talk to people that are actually from countries that have experienced socialism and said they have a celebrity or some academia or affluent person promoting socialism like it's good. Come on.
It's not good at all.
Okay,
Yeah.
the citizens don't have voice. It's everything the corrupt politicians they do, they deals, and now it's a narco states. My country's a narco state in South America. They destroy the country.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So exactly. Yeah. Yo, listen to an actual person who suffered from socialism. I'm not saying, right? Yeah, you're a bad person because you sympathize with what they say, but look at what they do.
No, what they do is they roll you in and distort your thinking by saying, oh, it's progressive thinking. Progressive. But it starts off with progressive, then it goes to socialism, and then it goes to communism. So we're going to cut that off right here. That's it.
Folks, we're here to tell you that Zohran's not all he's cracked up to be. I know that they have America
Don't let them take your
buzzed
rights
with
away.
stuff, yeah? I don't approve with all the criticisms that's going on. I do think some of them are unfair, but I'm telling you right now that Zohran's not actually helping poor people.
Ain't nothing for free, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Just so you know, New York's out here. We are not going to let Zohran just walk into office. You know what I mean? Hell no. Zohran's not all he's cracked up to be, bro. That's serious. That's right. Are the cops still up there? Oh, they left? Okay. Maybe they saw we were peaceful. Yeah, we're peaceful people out here. They try to accuse us of being rabid. Who's the rabid ones?
Don't let them take your rights away. That's what socialism is.
That's right. All right, folks, I'm gonna stop the live stream for a moment, and we'll come back on. Not all it's cracked up to be, folks. I'm dead serious. Yeah. Okay, we're back on the live. Yeah. Folks, Zohran's not all he's cracked up to be. I'm dead serious. Look him up. Yeah. Is he helping the wrongfully incarcerated? I'm sorry, sir. Yeah. Look, we just feel this is really important. We didn't come out here, you know what I mean, because I had nothing else to do. We came out. I'm a victim.
What is this?
We're protesting Zohran.
What?
We're protesting Zohran.
Oh.
Zohran. He's running for for mayor. Zohran Mamdani. Yeah. We're protesting Zohran Mamdani right here. Zohran's not helping the wrongfully incarcerated or the poor.
You'll find the guy there.
Pure social. Mamdanis.
In New York City. Well, this is why we're out.
When do socialists talk to people from socialist countries? They don't, and there's a reason why.
Nobody knew that they all.
Yesterday was a hit one yesterday.
Hey, Zohran's not always cracked up to be, folks. Just letting you know. Yo, we got the Trump vehicle right in front of Zohran's office. That's right, we doing it. Oh my goodness. Yo, Tom Mitch pulled up the Trump truck right in front of Zohran's office. Let's go.
What is exactly going on now?
That's what I'm talking about.
We don't want to win.
Yeah, Zohran running for mayor.
Yeah.
Pay for the blacks and the Asians. You want to tax them because they're white. That's racist, right? Right off the top. We don't play that shit. We from all around the world. We don't play that shit. All the white neighborhoods, right? You want to raise their property taxes.
Hey, check out, Zohran's not always cracked up to be, yeah? He's actually deserting the poor for Sex and the City celebrities. Don't play that Puff Daddy game, yeah? That's serious. Yo, don't vote for Zohran, yeah? Thank you, sir, yeah? Look, they have a good talk game, but the fact of the matter is, who are they helping in real life?
I got you, man.
Thank you. Otis Johnson, the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. I have 2 years of emailing Zohran's office. He's not helping. In fact, he blackballed me. He did help the Queens DSA co-chair, Salamander Brandy, when her life was in danger once, and after that, he never talked to me again. You know why? Because the elites on both sides are actually playing a game where they want to dictate the narrative. But this is a real grassroots guy. Tom's been with me.
A little bit, so he's in
Yeah.
with the big boys. Now, he don't care about the little people.
This is the most dangerous time. If you think you're celebrating right now, he's being approached by all the The corrupt ones are getting closer to him than ever, right under your noses. All the corrupt not-for-profit industrial complex. Look at the homeless shelter system. They make $70,000 per bed. The people who are getting rich are the not-for-profit complex, not the actual people who are victims. I'm actually homeless myself, thanks to Zohran Mamdani and DSA blackballing me. But you could see that the thing is that this community, right? Yeah, because I don't look like an activist, even though I'm an actual war victim, they cannot acknowledge me. Even though she's a victim of socialism, they don't care to listen to her. Who are they? They listen to academics, these professors, psychologists who have never lived under socialism or communism. Is it all? If they did get it right, they would have to consult with people that actually tried it, right? But they're trying to cover that up because there's, look, I was open to the idea at first there are fundamental problems, mainly that whole idea of the central committee that gets to determine your life. You have no freedom. They are trying to exploit your frustrations to make themselves, to give themselves power. And I want to thank Tom Smith for standing.
Take this away from you. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna take this away from you. Okay, like the other guy had something to say. He told me he has a right to say it because it's First Amendment right to say it here in America. The Democrats get in, they want to make hate speech. Hate speech is outlawed. That means you're not allowed to say nothing back. Okay, unless they like it. Okay, and that's not America. Okay, that's not your First Amendment right to free speech. Free speech, whether it's hate speech or not, you got a right to say it.
So America right now, I hear that there's a lot of Democrats excited about Zohran. They think he's going to revolutionize the party. As someone who's run for Congress several times who knows what's going on.
It's not going to happen. Yeah. It's not going to happen because we need to educate the people. We need to wake them up. See, like a couple of these people we're talking to here,
yeah,
they don't even know what's going on over here. They don't know what's going on? Why? Because this guy's a communist. He didn't even know about it. He wants to tax the white neighborhoods. You know what that is? That's racist. We don't put up with racist shit here in New York City. Okay? He can go back to Uganda where he came from and take that racist shit with him down with those South Africans and all that stuff. We ain't putting up with that shit here.
Not all white neighborhoods are the same, Mamdani. Yeah, stop classifying people based off of a label, you know what I mean? Pretty. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of self-contradiction going on here, so we're here. Zohran Mamdani, we're telling you right now, yeah, he's not all he's cracked up to be. Are black people stupid, or is that why they didn't vote for Mamdani, or is it because DSA doesn't help poor people? It's the affluent and the academics. And it's the, you know, honestly, the arrogance of the community, right, that thinks they know better. They don't actually have to touch actual poor people or work with them. Otis Johnson, once again, the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. Tom Mitch helped the wrongfully incarcerated. What about justice? You want to talk about justice? Zohran talking about overseas. And I'm not saying that that's irrelevant, but as a Korean American who's experienced war in my own country, do not trust any news. Do not trust anything.
You gotta understand this.
Take care of home
first. We had 8 years of de Blasio as a Democrat. Now we had another 4 years of Adams as a Democrat. They're still homeless all over the street. They're still they ain't doing nothing. Oh, they're building houses and everything. But if they all got their handouts and everything and they're under the table payoffs, okay, they're starting to. Now this guy's talking about 200,000 houses. You know what he's going to do? He's going to start confiscating eminent domain office buildings in Manhattan and make them homeless shelters, the ones that are empty.
You brought up a great point. Actually, Zohran's kind of like de Blasio plus, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's kind of like
worse than
yeah, like a more.
Second of all, he's too young. He doesn't understand the system yet, the way the system works. Okay, if we give it some more time and get some real people in there who understand what they're doing, maybe we can straighten it out. But by putting this guy in who's backed by AOC, John Liu, Grace Mang, all these, and he's fake Tom Swazi, who was over by me, okay, who's saying, oh, we don't know yet. They already know. Okay, they're backing this guy, whether you know it or not. They're backing him.
And let me tell you why he won, and all these pundits out there telling you why he won. It's because they use these not-for-profits and these university kids to do all their campaigning and stuff, paying these kids money, using government funds. You know what I mean? That's why they're winning. Meanwhile, right, real grassroots activists that's out here that's working with people that's actually suffering and in pain, right? Yeah, we are actually blackballed into the dirt, into the ground. And you know what? Why are all the activists look a certain way? They look like they were on MTV. They look young, and you don't see people who have a body of work, because anybody who's strong realizes it's like the record labels. They pimping these artists, they pimping these activists out here that want to be somebody. But I'm an activist first, not a celebrity. So I don't give. I'm here to get it done. I'm not going to be a victim no more. That's why you got to talk to people that have the victims of the system.
People believe they're victims of something.
That's true.
They're the ones that are corrupt, and they're the ones taking the money, and they're the ones keeping all the benefits from people by waste, fraud, and abuse.
Yeah.
Okay, and wasting all that money. Look what happened with Social Security. 12.5 million people that were over the age of 120. Seriously?
What about
who's running that?
What about de Blasio's wife and the missing money? How much money is missing again?
$1.3 trillion that was put in the DRIVE program when she was getting ready to testify. De Blasio shut down the city so she didn't have to testify because they closed the court. Nobody said nothing yet. Nobody said anything about it yet.
Trump, keep defunding Harvard and all these other crap universities. You're doing a great job. Shut all that crap down. They're basically funding these professional activists to destroy the community. That's what they're doing. They've hijacked that institution for themselves. This is the SOS, yeah? By the way, djelf7.com. Check me out. Tom's a Mitch. You should definitely look him up. Yeah, look at his body of work on Baltopedia, stuff like that. I need to get this guy's website. We're going to get something for this guy soon, yeah?
I need somebody to build my website.
I got you, yeah? Also, start a Substack, all right? You got to get a newsletter. This guy's been one of the most experienced in the game, dead serious, yeah? It's an honor to be here with him today. All right, folks, take a break right now. Thanks for watching. That's what's up.
The guy said to me, why are you having it at 7 o'clock at night? I said, what do you want me to do?